Moderator Tom Riddell, 63. Faith communities across Scotland have been recognised for their significant efforts to support people in need throughout the last year. They have offered practical and emotional help in many different ways. The Church of Scotland has played its own part in that and has made a positive difference in the lives of thousands of people at a particularly challenging time. As a large and diverse social care organisation, Crossreach has been on the front line of the Kirk's response to the pandemic. It has taken significant effort to maintain the wide range of services which we operate, many of which support people to whom the pandemic posed the greatest risk. We had to comply with stringent public health guidance which seemed to change daily, and we had to adapt how we delivered some of our services, making use of information technology and social media. Our amazing staff and volunteers have worked tirelessly and selflessly to ensure that wherever possible, those who rely on our services or remain connected to those who are important to them have been protected from the worst effects of the virus and, most importantly, have felt loved. However, the pandemic has exposed the cracks in an already fragile social care system where neither supported people nor the people supporting them have been recognised for their immense value to society. It has taken a toll on Crossreach in a number of ways, as outlined in our report, and we will need time to recover so that our services and those involved in them can flourish and be there for people who will need them in the future. We are grateful to all who have supported us over the last year and to have helped us to achieve so much. Our report to this Assembly gives the detail, but the impact report which launches today can show you some of the heart. It is available at crossreach.org.uk/impact21. The Social Care Council will now take time to concentrate on that recovery, paying particular attention to the well-being of staff who deserve our grateful thanks and are key to our future success. We will bring a report to the General Assembly of 2022 on progress made. Moderator, I present the report and move the deliverance.
Thank you very much, Tom. Any questions? There don't appear to be any questions. We will therefore, I have no requests to speak on any section of the deliverance, but I will pause now and allow anyone who wishes to speak to register a request. I have one request. I therefore declare that sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 are carried, and we now move to section 7, where I have one request to speak, and a request from Alan Morton. Alan?
Moderator Morton 424. I just wanted to just endorse what's there about recognising what the Guild have done, particularly after the marvellous figure that was quoted yesterday of 638,000 for their projects, but obviously this is greatly in relation to social care, but just that also just seemed passed by at the end of the day yesterday when we were all a bit exhausted. I think people were expressing that yesterday, but I think it's just another opportunity just to endorse what the Guild are doing and perhaps to think in future years maybe there's a way of bumping up where the Guild material appears on our Assembly agendas. Thank you, Moderator.
Thank you very much, Alan. Tom, do you want to?
Moderator, I would just endorse what the Commissioner has said. We have had a long and fruitful experience of the Guild's support, I think particularly of the Heart for Art project, which the Guild helped to get off the ground a few years ago, and we continue to be very grateful for all the support they have given us over the many years.
Thank you. And a request on this for a section from the Very Reverend Dr. John Chalmers.
Moderator Chalmers, 413. This is really a ruse. It's not particularly this section that I wanted to speak to. I just simply did not want to see this report pass us by without someone speaking about and recognising that the pressure that Crossreach has been under, particularly the staff who've been working in our care homes. The trustees, month by month, and indeed week by week, have prayed for Crossreach, kept an eye on progress, done all that we could to support them and to support their staff. And we have been conscious that there has been that kind of support and that kind of care from the whole church during this pandemic. And so rather than see this report simply pass us by without a comment and without any request to speak, I think I want to say how much we appreciate all that you and your staff have done, and I would want you to pass that on to your staff from this General Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. It's a ruse that is very welcome, and I think you speak on behalf of us all in that. I've actually got a belated request to speak at 10, but I think I'd already declared it passed, so I have to accept that. We must now vote on Section 7. Will all those in favour please show, or those against please show by pressing your respective buttons. Voting open. Voting closed. There are voted for 439. There are voted against none. So that section is carried. As I say, the rest have been fast-tracked and therefore put the deliverance as a whole. That's carried. Tom, just to say, I think Section 10 is one, of course, where we do recognise the human and financial impact of COVID on the work of Crossreach. And I think, as John Chalmers has indicated, we value what you've done. We know that basically 15 months ago you were facing something which you didn't quite know what it was, what it would require, but you knew there was potential danger, and your colleagues more than stepped up to the plate. You undertook risks, and you showed the kind of care and compassion which I think is the hallmark of Crossreach, not just in dealing with the COVID, but in all the range of your activities, and for the work which you do with your team and your staff. The General Assembly is hugely thankful. And as I said to Susan a moment ago, since nominated as moderator designate, I've very much enjoyed my engagement with you, getting briefing, and I know we've got some engagements in the diary, but I look forward very much to seeing in person, I hope, some of the Crossreach projects in the year ahead. So to you all, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Moderator.